Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Bert. Bert is from Miami in Florida in the USA. So let's see what Bert has to say. Enjoy the interview. I can hear now, yes.
You can hear me now? Okay, good. How
Hello,
are you?
Bert. Hello, Bert. I'm very well. How are you doing today?
Good. Just a little
Thanks.
nervous. I don't do stuff like this. It was very random. I'm like, oh.
It's okay. It's all very friendly, it's very chilled. What you drinking, by the way?
I'm drinking sweet tea.
Oh, nice one to relax.
Yeah. It's a southern thing, I guess. Yeah.
Bert, am I saying your name right, Bert?
Bert. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bert.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Bert. So tell me, where are you from?
I am from Stuart, Florida. On my dad's side, I'm third generation native to Florida. Yep. So grew up in Naples, Florida, in Miami now.
What's the best part of living in Miami besides the weather?
The best part about living, to be able to go to the ocean. It's close by to the ocean. I love the ocean. I love swimming.
Amazing. And how far are you from the beach?
Maybe like 6 miles.
Okay, very close.
It's not far. Yeah, I can ride the bike and stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. Bert, tell me, what do you do for a living?
So right now, for the past few years, I've gone to Mackinac Island, Michigan, and worked the season there. Last like 8 months. I do retail there. So it's like constant balls to the wall. I don't know if I can say that. Is that okay? So yeah, it's 6 days a week. 8-10 hour days. So it's good. It's beautiful up there. It's Mackinac Island's only like 8.5 miles around. There's no cars. It's horse and carriage only, or a bicycle. That's how you get around on the island. So
I see. And you're saying all your family, they live in Florida as well?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I do have some military family in Fort Bragg in the Carolinas.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, Bert, so just before we start our game, William the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Something interesting about myself? I hate being put on the spot like this. Something interesting about myself. I'm a big nerd. I'm a big sci-fi, anime, cheesy B horror films, you name it. I love it. Lord of the Rings, whatever.
Oh, wow. I love the Lord of the Rings. My favorite movie, for sure.
They're coming out with a new series on Prime Video.
Oh, really? I bought it?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to check it out, for sure.
Yep.
Wow, good. Right, Bert, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
All right, I'm ready.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here box full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just going to play a song now for us to move a little bit before the first question.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm gonna follow your moves.
You're gonna follow? I'm following yours. I've watched your videos.
Okay, Bert. So just before we start the game, so through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly. Great.
All right.
First question for you is, what has been the lowest point of your life?
This is no. The lowest point of my life. To answer honestly, I am a convicted felon. The lowest point of my life was being on suicide watch in wearing a turtle suit, which I don't know if you know what a turtle suit is. It's basically a padded suit. It like cuts off across your legs, and it's a padded suit because I was on suicide watch, and not being able to eat. You're like, they put you in a goldfish bowl, and you can't shower, you can't brush your teeth, you can't do anything. That lasted for like 5 days. And I was in a cell in this goldfish bowl with another gentleman who happened to be a little loopy too, and he was finger painting with his own fecal matter on the windows, like smiley faces and sad faces. I'd have to say that was probably the lowest point of my life.
I see. And when you look back, Bert, when you look back of this challenge situation in your life, what's the positive lesson or the positive message you took out of it?
From being in that point, you can't help but find you either keep going down that hill toward death, or you either make a radical paradigm shift in your life. That paradigm shift occurred, thankfully for me, to where I'm alive now. You know, I have something higher than myself. I have a higher power, you know, whatever that may be for whoever. But, you know, what that means to me, you know, I would spend evenings in my cell and I would read the Bible. I wasn't necessarily looking for God, but I would read the Bible just looking for something else than, you know, the road that I had gone down. And I didn't have some vision of God or anything like that, but I did have a shift in my brain thought, you know, in terms of who I wanted to be, and I wanted to be better, and I wanted better for myself.
Very good. Thanks for sharing this situation.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Next question. Let's do it.
Okay.
Next question for you is, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and why?
Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to see the pyramids. Egypt. I've always wanted to see the tombs, and I know there's new tombs that they're uncovering, and I'd love to like get my hands in those and like walk around them, and you know, I just find it fascinating.
Actually, I'm the top of my bucket list as well to visit as well.
Is that one of yours too? Yeah, I definitely will go. Nice.
I'd love to go there. I think it would be nice to, you know what I mean, to see that. Like you see, I've seen so many movies, so many documentaries about, but being there for sure must be like something breathtaking for sure.
Yeah, there's so much history. It goes back so far, thousands of years. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Next question.
All right.
Before the next question, what's the most challenging part of living in Miami?
What's the most challenging part of living in Miami? You know, Miami's described as like a big melting pot, you know, but it's really not. It's just bubbles. It's like, you know, putting oil in water, and then you come up with these bubbles. So you have pockets of people, you know, living, and they stay in their bubble, so to speak. There's no, it's not congealed. It's not all inclusive per se. You know what I mean? How do I describe that better? I'm not sure how to describe that better. Does that make sense?
It's like different tribes and they don't kind of mix with each other, more or less like that.
Yeah. And it makes that makes it difficult. You know, we're all human beings. We're all here on this earth. And we should try to broaden our horizons outside of our own ethnicity and, you know, sexual orientation, that kind of thing.
I see. Next question for you is, tell us something that you have done that you feel very proud of yourself.
That I feel very proud of myself, something that I've done. I'd have to say, you know, from going from prison to being on the streets homeless to, there's a great shelter here. It's called Camilla's House. I graduated their drug program that lasted like 7 months. That's a huge accomplishment. And to stay off the streets, to stay, you know, be a productive member of society again is a huge accomplishment. Because once you get down to that low point, it's so hard to get back up.
I see. And at the time, Bert, what was the biggest strength that you found it for you to, okay, I need to pick myself up and change my life? There was something like moments in your life that you felt that, or naturally you're kind of following the process?
No, it kind of goes back to like that paradigm shift. Like whatever happened to me in prison I saw things in a different light. It was very spiritual. I guess a lot of people, go through that, kind of spiritual journey in incarceration. And that was definitely the starting point for me. And so, kind of like how I ended up in Miami is like my release date came up and they literally take you out to this big bay. They release these huge doors up and I was released out into the streets. And I hit the ground running. I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know anything about Miami at that time, but I ended up, sowing roots here from that situation. So yeah.
I see. Good one. Next question. Let's do it.
Okay.
Next question is, what's the best advice have you ever received?
What's the best advice that I have ever received? That's a good one. I mean, just stay in your lane.
Simple as that.
Exactly.
Good. Next question.
Okay.
So my question for you is, being gay for you, did you always have the support of your family or people around you, or always been a challenge in your life, through your life?
It certainly started out as a challenge for me. I was molested as a child, so at a very early age, I realized that I was sexually attracted to men, not because I was molested or anything. It's how I was hardwired. But also, I fought with that because I also didn't trust men because of what had happened to me as a child. So there was a lot of conflict there because of that. But I always had support of, my mother. My father, it took him a while to come around. I kind of had to distance him out of my life and love him from a distance before bringing him back in. Like once I realized he had his own paradigm shift, I guess you could say, and he became very accepting and very loving of his son and who he was. So that was an amazing journey, and I'm glad that, that not everyone's lucky enough that happens to them.
Absolutely. And when you came out, if you did at the time, that was something that happened, you felt like, okay, it's time now for me to, be myself and speak out about it, or it just happened naturally?
Yeah, no, it didn't happen naturally. It was kind of, I was in high school and it was bubbling up in me, and I was keeping it down. I didn't date girls. I was very honest internally with myself that, that women weren't for me sexually. But to express that to other people, I kept that bottled in. There was plenty of times where, I was dealt with suicidal thoughts and, like so many other people had to deal with. And it wasn't until, I came out to my mother and started getting love for who I was, honestly, that pulled me out of that depression of, being gay and being in the closet. So.
Good. Next question is, what was your favorite thing to do as a kid?
What was my favorite thing to do as a kid? When summertime came and school ended, I would spend every day in my backyard with a fishing pole, fishing in the canal. Every day. Every day, it didn't matter if it was raining, thunder, lightning. I would wade up to the water in my chest with my fishing pole like this. I was like 8 years old. You couldn't get me out of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I must say as well, when I was around your age as well, the same, I was on my school holidays. I was going to my aunts, my uncles. My uncle, at the time when I was a child, he was working a farm. So I was going to my holidays, school holidays, to spend some time there. And I was doing exactly the same. I was fishing with him. And we were kind of eating, I was drinking milk direct from the cow, literally this warm milk. I remember.
That's the best milk.
Absolutely. It was amazing. My God, those memories always gonna be there. Always.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Question.
Okay.
Next question for you is,
Okay.
which bad habits you wish you could stop?
I wish bad habits. I wish I could cut sugar out of my life, but that love goes so deep. It goes really deep. My love of brown sugar.
Brown sugar tends to be healthy.
I mean, a little bit, I guess. I mean, that's what I convinced myself anyway.
Good one. Next question. Right, before the next question, Bert, as you know, the world for the last 2 years has been upside down regarding the COVID crisis, yeah? When you look back, like through those 2 years so far, what's the most positive lesson you've learned through this challenge moment?
God, positive lesson? That's kind of a hard one to think of. Like I live in a little duplex here with, there's several complexes and stuff. That the sense of community and being able, even though we're not going out in the world and being social, the positive thing has been that I've had this small community within where I live at to be able to vent, to be able to, de-stress or whatever, just people around me still. That's positive.
Let's see. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next question for you is, what is the most beautiful thing someone has ever said to you?
What's the most beautiful thing someone has ever said to me? I mean, that they love me. And I think about my mom, I guess, when I think about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's no better genuine way of saying that than our parents, isn't it?
Right. Yep.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Ready for another question?
Uh-huh.
Let's go. Before the next one, let's pretend I'm coming to Miami for the very first time, yeah? What would be the best place I should visit or I should see it?
What's the best place you should see?
Or visit, or like a must?
For me, I mean, there's so many things to see in Miami commercially. But like one of the best places for me is there's this spot, and I'm trying to think, it's called the Commune or the somebody's gonna watch this and they're gonna know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of it, but it's basically right in the middle of Miami, and I think it's in Little Haiti. There's this it's like this farm, they rescue animals, and there's all these big trees, like banyan trees. There's tree houses built. People come there in the wintertime and study and do like practice their art and stuff, and they live in like these tree houses. And I think that's like one of the coolest things. I've always wanted to like do that, like if I could afford it, you know what I mean? To just live on this farm in the middle of a city. You would never guess that it's sitting there.
Wow.
So to me, that's pretty cool. I think Palace is amazing. It's where they do the drag shows on the streets down in South Beach. That's a great place to go to. Yeah, it's really cool.
And how is the gay scene in Miami? Is like it's okay to be gay? The society have a good approach about being gay? You feel safe being gay in Miami?
Yeah, absolutely. Miami is very open. Yeah, from that perspective. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's very easy to be gay. It's very easy to express yourself and wear what you want to wear. I was shocked when I first came here. The trans community is great, and it's big, it's thriving and alive here.
See. Okay. Next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do I see myself in 5 years? Possibly maybe married, but definitely graduating from college. That's where I see myself in 5 years, yeah.
So you are on college now, you are taking a course?
No, I plan on going. It's something that I need to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Any course in particular that you like to do?
Any course in psychology.
Amazing. Oh, wow. Actually,
Yeah.
if I would, actually, I still want to do that. I still would like to go to college as well, to do a course, psychologist course for sure as well. I would love
Yeah.
to.
I mean, being a convicted felon, it definitely narrows that down. So, like, what you can get into. So, whatever.
Very good.
Yeah.
Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you, Bert.
Okay.
Do you have any pet peeves?
Do I have any pet peeves?
Yeah.
I do. I hate when someone speaks at you versus speaking to you. Huge pet peeve of mine. I hate that. Does that make sense? You follow? Yeah.
It does.
I hate when somebody's speaking at me. I hate that. It drives me nuts. I would rather just walk away from you at that point. I have nothing to do with you.
Right. I have 3 questions left for you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do it. Next question is, who is a celebrity you admire and why?
You know, I love Amy Winehouse. I love Amy Winehouse. I know she committed suicide and stuff, but just what she went through, the talent that she had, and she got sucked into the mainstream, which she didn't want. I love watching videos of her, before everything, before she blew up, and I have so much admiration for her then. And yeah. Did I answer the question? What was the question?
Of course you did, of course. You saying that, I have a very good friend of mine as well. He's a pianist. He loves her. He's from Wales and he loves her. He said to me, William, her voice was unique.
It was like an angel. Yeah, it had so much soul that it was sickening. Yes.
Absolutely. Very sad. But anyway, she left her signature in the world for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
2 questions left.
No, God.
Next question is, what motivates you the most in life?
What motivates me the most in life? Service, doing service work, doing something outside of myself for other people. Whether that's something simple like making my roommate his coffee, before he has to get up and go to work, something like that. Thought of others, basically. Yeah, that makes me, yeah.
Perfect, good, Bert. Ready for the last one?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
But before the last question, Bert, you're sharing about your challenge situation in the past. People who maybe people who are going maybe to the same situation as you did in the past, trying to find themselves or get out of it. What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
Don't quit. Don't stop. If you want to do better, it's gonna get harder, but keep going. Yeah.
Last question for you is, what gives you butterflies?
What gives me butterflies? Somebody that kisses amazingly gives me butterflies.
That's
yeah. So if it doesn't start at the lips, it doesn't go to the hips.
I like that. I'm gonna remember that. It doesn't start at the lips, it doesn't go to the hips. I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what gives me butterflies. So I don't get butterflies too often. So
I was about to ask you, is the butterflies happening right now?
Not as often as I'd like them to, yeah.
Welcome to the club. It's not happening to me either. Let's hope for soon some butterflies arrive soon, some kind of
right. I'm hoping. Yeah.
Me too.
I feel your pain.
Okay, but it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game.
All
Let's
right.
start.
Let's
One
do it.
word, one word for family.
One word for family.
Yeah.
Togetherness.
Money.
Money. Greed.
One
Power.
word for, yeah. One word for love.
One word for love. Joy.
Life.
Life. I don't have one word, but it happens. That's what comes to mind.
Okay. One word for one word for sex.
One word for sex. Euphoria.
Politics.
Politics. Storm.
Religion.
Religion. Sheep.
Fear.
Fear. One word for fear. I don't know. That's a good one. Life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friendship.
Friendship. One word for friendship. Unconditional.
Okay. Desire.
Desire. Passion. Am I doing this right? Regret.
They are not right or wrong. It's what comes to your mind.
Okay. Regret. Forgiveness.
Okay. Success.
Success. Happiness.
Good. One word for wish.
One word for wish.
Yep.
Desire.
How about happiness?
About happiness. Peace.
Okay. One word for Miami.
One word for Miami. What's one word for Miami? Crazy.
One word for Florida.
One word for Florida. I want to say craziness again, just because Florida's huge for like all the crazy stuff that happens here.
And the last one now, USA.
USA. Downward spiral.
Cool. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee. And I'm going to ask your best friends, what is the most beautiful thing about Bert, and what's something that he still needs to improve on, to work on? What your best friend will tell me.
What's one of my best qualities? My ability to listen. What I need to work on, overcoming fears.
You see some work in progress?
Oh yeah, we're all a work in progress.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's play now, Bert, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Great. You can ask me a question now, Bert.
Okay. So there's lots of like influential people. I'm going to use RuPaul as an example that have come out openly and, use their platform to speak out against monogamy and how it's like a big farce, how it's like a big joke. I was wondering what your opinion was on that in terms of monogamy and, people, open relationships, that kind of thing. Like, what's your opinion?
I think is what I believe is but there are no rules. You know what I mean? I think there are no rules. I think people, be monogamous or being open, or I think the society taught us a certain ways of being, you know what I mean?
Yeah, domestication.
And I think now it always being very strong, this voice of society always being very strong. So my take on that is like, there are no right or wrong, and there are no like, you shouldn't feel you don't fit here because you think about that, or you are like that, or you don't fit there. I think people, they need to be themselves. They need to you know what I mean, break what they feel, as long as they're not hurting people, as long as not doing something bad to do anything. Be yourself, be how you feel. I think they're not right or wrong. I think people, they just need to follow and not be judgmental as well. They're not right. Be monogamous, it's okay, if you know what I mean. It can be wrong as well, but it's how you feel, and it's how you take on that. So that's my opinion. It's just to be approachable, and don't be judgmental, and whatever you know what I mean, whatever you fit, which tribe you fit, it's fine. It's not a big deal. That's my take on that.
Yeah, okay. I agree. Thank you.
Good answer.
Good answer.
But thank you so much for the interview. Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
I did, yes. I appreciate you. I appreciate you looking, reaching out to me. Because this is definitely, like I said, this is out of my comfort zone. It's not something normally that I do. So I was just kind of like, what the Well, thank you for that.
And thanks for being so open as well and share your memories in life. I think people watch the interview, do appreciate that as well, because I think all of us, we go through so much things in our lives, and sometimes you think that we are the only person going through that different situations in life. I think it's good when people are so open and talk about that, because for sure people help other people as well, just talking and sharing their memories, for sure. Thanks so much for being so open. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
But before you go, I would like you to share a positive quote or a positive message, something that inspires in life.
As a matter of fact, I would. So I'm going to quote Shakespeare, Hamlet, to thine own self be true. That's my quote.
Very good. Short and
short and sweet. You like that? It was easy to memorize.
Bert, thanks so much for the interview, and you keep in touch, okay? It was a pleasure connecting.
All right,
Thank
sounds
you.
Good. I appreciate you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Care.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.